Hi, welcome to week 2 of 586. Wanted to focus on some web design tools. Your assignment this week is to publish a class website. So there's a lot of different kind of levels you can look at when you're doing a website. It's, get it done in an hour, get it done in a week, or get it done over like 2 months. I've actually taught a web design course at Azusa Pacific University, and we spent 9 weeks doing what you're going to do in one assignment. So the goal is just to get something up quickly. The great thing is that in the year 2016, there are some amazing sites that help you build websites. Websites building websites. They're like vending machines that sell vending machines. It's out of control. So Weebly is my recommendation. It's the easiest one, totally free. You can log in with your Concordia Google account. I'm going to just make one here right in front of you. So I like the look of this one. Why not? So click on that while it is loading. One of the great things about Weebly, besides it being completely free, is that it's more drag and drop and just it looks good. It's hard to make a website from scratch that looks good, and Weebly just makes it look good. So let's come back to it while this loads. I'm going to tell you what I recommend not doing. Google Sites. If your Google Sites looks like this, where it says My Sites, and then deleted sites, browse sites, that type of thing, not great. So here's something. These were 5th grade um, portfolios in science class, and I'll show you. You'll see that it looks like old Google Sites. Well, this is all taking a really long time. Let's come back to that. So old Google Sites, not cool. You'll notice that it will say sites.google.com/a/ and then your domain. So I'm giving you my Hillbrook School example, my school, right? So it's up here. It lets you share it, and then here's where the pages would show up. All right. This page is set up like a blog or announcements. If I clicked on the other page, it gives you the bio. If you hit the letters GM, it goes to General Management, and that's how you can get into all of the settings. It doesn't look great. It's fine. It's great for 5th grade portfolio for science class. That's about it. The new one, the new Google Sites, sites.google.com/new. These are cool, but up until about a week ago, you couldn't even share it outside your domain, so you had to be logged in as hillbrook.org to be able to see websites from other people at hillbrook.org. So it's super new. Concordia.org does not have the new ones. They haven't rolled out the new ones. So this does not exist, but if you go into your school account, if you're at a school teaching and you go to sites.google.com/new, then maybe it will work. Let's see if Weebly loaded. Boy, I'm just batting 0. That's cool. Let me show you my website that you may or may not have checked out. So here is my website. This is powered by WordPress, and I already have this preloaded. I spent a long time setting this template up. So I started off with someone else's template. You can see I have different categories here. I use it for my blog. So I have 163 blog posts into all kinds of categories, and then I also have a bunch of pages. So at the top, if a website has its own page or its own website, I actually have websites for entire classes if that course does not have a Blackboard shell. I also have different random links up in the top, and then an About Me page and links to other stuff. So this is what the front of it looks like. Here's the back side of it. Right, so this is WordPress, so I pay monthly for this. I recommend not doing this. If you have a class website or a professional website and you're dying to do this, I'm happy to hop on a hangout with you and get on a custom WordPress install, but I pay about $10 a month for my own website. So this is the WordPress dashboard, and note I'm at billselleck.com. So if I want to do a new blog post, there I am. If I want to create a new page, like billselleck.com/I like hot dogs with grilled onions, then it could be billselleck.com/I like hot dogs with grilled onions, right? You can have all kinds of stuff like plugins. So I have my own podcast, and it's powered through a plugin. You can have other people log in. Like it gets it can get very complicated very quickly, but it's also super duper powerful. I also just upgraded to the latest WordPress. That's what that is, and that's what that gives you, right? So here's the About Me page, right? So it's super easy to embed YouTube videos. By the way, here's how to embed videos. So it's by the way, episode 1933, and the date is from 1984. I'll just leave that little warning that someone else left for you. So anyway, if you want to do this, happy to help, but probably don't want to be using WordPress. So I will close that. Here's what the new Google Sites looks like. So I got here by going to sites.google.com/new, and here's just stuff you can drag in, right? It should be pretty easy. Super easy to link to stuff from Google Drive. You can also embed really easy from Google Calendar or YouTube, or just grab something directly from Google Docs. So here is a slide or a website that I made that actually I didn't share at all because this was back before a website could be public, which is the strangest thing I've ever seen. Note how drastically different it looks from the old Google Sites, right? New Google Sites is cool. So if you don't have this, I recommend not using the old Google Sites. Not cool. Just looks super dated because it is. New Google Sites are cool, but you probably don't have access. So you're able to do kind of whatever you want, right? It's super easy if I wanted to buy BillSelickTeaches.com, or you could just be BillSelick.weebly.com. I'm going to just not deal with it at all. So here's what Weebly looks like, brand new site, and you can just drag in what you want. So if I wanted a title here, bam, there's my title, then I can click and type. If I want an image, again, placeholder right there. It's basically what the new Google Forms wants to be when it grows up. So you could have a newsletter or whatever. You can embed anything you want, like a YouTube video, easily. But actually, it's even easier here. You just drag under Media, YouTube video. And then you just wait for it to load. And then you would add a YouTube video to the site, and you can grab the gear, decide what it looks like, and customize it. So pretty easy to set up. You can see without really thinking at all, I already have the building blocks of page one of my site. Here's how you can have different pages that would probably show up right here. There it is, homework about contact, super generic homework about contact. I recommend not paying for the upgrade unless you completely fall in love with this. The free version's pretty cool. So that's what that assignment is. As a quick reminder, all the assignments show up under course items, submit assignment. A couple more very quick things. You have 2 discussion boards. This one talks about ways you can encourage students and families to regularly visit your website. And then there's a prompt from Scholastic talking about building relationships. And you're going to talk about ways that you can connect with parents in the second discussion board. So discussion boards are right here under discussion board. And that's week 2. Have a great time. Feel free to chat with me with any questions.